on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell,
I have no idea. Is it still blurry? Huh?
It's better now.
How about now?
I just said it's better now.
Yeah, I've heard it before, and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. This ends me running off you on the porch crying.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And scout folks believe that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central Cast and Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The rushing totals for Dobbins last week. 19 carries, 101 yards, and a score. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
A gain of 7. Throwing Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Another run here with Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 23, here's second down and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Franklin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Nix to the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a a touchdown by the Broncos. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, and obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Well, this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Well, this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 65 yards. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. 7-7, our score after one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
God damn it.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. They need to make some adjustments there in the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good.
They go play action with Hurts. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. To throw, here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut to Davis. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Nick's going to keep this himself toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun is Nix. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Throw right side complete to Dodson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nick Bonito has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
35-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dodson. 3rd down and 6.
Dodson. An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Trimmer. At the 48-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Next to the air. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's a give to Dobbins. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Dobbins is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
What's good on the extra point? And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The quick feet by Jackson. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Hurts.
47-yard line.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules, like declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on 1st down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Broncos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kylan Granson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And there he goes left side. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection and led to the block.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throw in Nix. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram with an amazing diving catch. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, this was a very close ball game.